Garcia's dead.
That is good. Thank you, Hoshi. The Marakai are strong. They will recover from his trickery. The Tiwas were watching over them. The Tiwas sent you, the Hoshi, to save them.
I'm just a soldier. I don't understand a word of it.
You have honor and a good soul, Gucho. Your friend will need your qualities in the dark times ahead.
You hear that? I've got a good soul.
Go now, Hoshi. My people are grateful too.
That bastard Garcia really led you up the garden path.
What do you mean?
He pretended to be Corrientes and settled in the village.
Impossible. Garcia is still hiding in the jungle, waiting for the right moment to attack.
Garcia has been dealt with.
What? How can that be?
Like I said, your pal Corrientes was keeping secrets from you.
It is as you say. Garcia! How could I be so blind?
At least you know the truth now, though.
Honor has been regained today. My son has been avenged. Now, maybe we will see better times ahead. I will be grateful to you forever, Gucho.
I did what I could. Do you want the good news or the bad?
The good first.
The good news is I found Garcia. The bad news is Corrientes is dead.
Dead? How?
Garcia attacked Corrientes in the jungle. Garcia killed him, then took his uniform and passed himself off as Corrientes.
That is terrible news indeed. What about Garcia? Is he still alive?
No, he's dead.
Then at least he got what he deserved. The Inquisition could use a man like you.
But I take your point. I've taken control of Garcia's ship. It's anchored in a bay to the northeast.
Excellent news. And we can return home after all. I'll send a few men to look it over right away. Do what you will with it.
Think I know what happened to Corrientes' expedition.
I'm listening.
Garcia killed them, stripped them, then hid their bodies in an ancestral grave. The natives are taking care of them now.
Poor Corrientes. It's not the way he would have chosen to end his days. Thank you for letting me know.
Nice ship.
Yep.
Not so nice in bits after Mara gets it.
We have to make sure Mara doesn't catch up to us.
She already knows where we are.
Then what's she waiting for?
She will come when the time is right.
Yeah.
She already knows where we are.
Then what's she waiting for?
She will come when the time is right.
Can you teach me anything useful?
Maybe. What skills do you think a madman can teach?
I found Garcia's logbook.
Tell me he's as stupid as I hoped.
Very much so. It says the treasure's on Antigua, and the password is All Hail Garcia.
Seriously?
Afraid so.
What a tosser. Small wonder he's dead.
I've got Garcia's artifact with the bone hand.
That better be the end of it. I'm tired of hearing about him.
He's dead, so I'd say it is.
Well, he had it coming. So what do we do now?
It's time to set a new course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come with me.
Yes.
This one's too hard. Let's see your blades.
Here.
Shiny.
Brewing's a serious business. Can't you see I'm busy?
So what is the secret of making rum?
Sugar and water. That's what you need first. Mix them up and they'll start to ferment. Then you pours the brew out into the pot still. Gotta get the temperature right, mind, if you doesn't want to find yourself knocking back pig's piss.
So is it the same for all drinks?
Different ingredients, but the idea's the same. Stick to the recipe and you can't go far wrong.
Yeah, bugger off out of it.
I hope you know how to behave with someone else's... No, I don't have time right now.
You'd better not touch anything.
Get out
Don't
of
try
here.
anything else.
What's that?
Don't try anything else.
What's that? Footsteps?
Don't try anything else.
What's that? Footsteps?
Don't try anything else.
What's that?
Don't try anything else.
What's that? Footsteps?
Don't try anything else.
What's that? Footsteps?
Don't try anything else.
What's that?
Don't try anything else.
It's time to set a new course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Leave my things alone.
Shiny.
You've got some gall, showing your face here again.
I had no other choice. I needed a ship.
If it was up to Alcazar, you'd spend the rest of your days locked away.
But it's not up to him, it's up to you.
Now there's no turning back. My chaps at last appreciate the seriousness of the situation. They're better motivated, there's no denying that.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Don't get cocky, young fella, my lad.
Fair enough.
I can always turn you over to Alcazar later.
Hawkins...
He ran away, the devil. And he didn't do it alone. No, he had help.
Really?
Never fear. Alcazar will track the blackguard down.
Well then, the problem's as good as sorted.
Quite. Only a matter of time.
You bloody... Shut it. I'd really like to. Go! Get out of my sight.
I don't understand why Miguel is so attached to his old powder bag. He never uses it, so why not sell it and make a bit of money from it? I already have the powder bag. It's time to set a new course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Here's something. The gunsmith's most treasured possession was his meerschaum pipe. However, it was stolen by pirates from Tacarigua, who, according to legend, buried it with other treasure on a mountain. I've already found the meerschaum pipe.
If something goes missing, I'll know it was you.
Someone there?
I'll take the room.
Lovely. It's upstairs and to the right.
Here, on me.
A room key from the hotel? For me?
Make yourself at home.
Oh, thank you, sir. Very generous. I knew right away you were a gent. Not like that bloody Morigato.
Just enjoy it.
Someone there?
I'd like to stay in Garcia's room.
Why? You already have a room.
I gave it to Posadino. He's staying there now.
That was a generous thing to do. I'll get Garcia's room ready for you.
No need, just give me the key.
As you wish. But the price is the same, even if the room's not been tidied.
That's not a problem.
Here's the key, but be careful with it. It's the last one. It's the room next to De Silva's. cut that out. You should know better.
Go on, get out of it! I hope you know how to behave in someone else's house.
I'll know who to blame if something goes missing.
What are you doing in here?
You are bang out of order, my friend.
Not now.
Away with you!
Is there anything that I can do?
No, I haven't got time right now.
Perhaps you're lost. I hope so.
I'll notice if something goes missing.
Stand to.
Gussie has been taken care of.
Excellent news. What about Corrientes?
I'm sorry. Garcia got to him first.
That is a loss. He was a good man and an ally. And please don't say anything about this. The people of this city are panicked enough as it is.
It's time to set a new course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Come with me.
Great.
It's time to set a new course.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Well, how does the pirate life suit you?
All right for some, but it's not for me.
Why not?
Way I see it, pirates only live for three things: grog, whores, fighting. A man like me, you need more than that. Purpose in life.
You mean there's more to life than grog, whores, and fighting?
Of course there is. There's honor, and doing what's right, and...
Are you reading this from the Inquisition handbook?
I know you aren't exactly the Inquisition's biggest fan.
Oh, I believe in the things they're fighting for, just not the way they go about it. How did you end up becoming a protector?
I used to be a farmhand, not a shit shoveler, a proper hard worker. One day the farmer sacked all his labourers and replaced us with slaves. Modernization, he called it. Exploitative goat fucker. There wasn't much else for me to do but join the Inquisition, until today.
How did you get to be a crack shot?
No idea. Natural talent, I guess. They gave me a gun, I hit target after target right from the off.
Alright, let's carry on.
Fine by me.
Come with me.
Sure.
I have to say, it ain't the worst ship I've crewed on.
That's generous of you to say.
Well, let's put it this way. If it didn't reek so much of the Inquisition, it would be a damn fine ship, sir.
Not an Inquisition fan, then?
Me and them have had our differences, sir.
Go on in, pal. It ain't gay night, but we need the business.
If it was gay night, you'd be round the tradesman's entrance.
Hey, do I look like the kind of guy you want to mess with?
Do you get a lot of trouble from pirates?
Pissed up ones, yeah.
It's your job to kick them out, is it?
Only when they get on my tits.
Is that the only reason you kick them out?
Pretty much.
So what sort of thing riles you?
Arseholes asking me stupid fucking questions.
Such as?
Such as. Don't wind me up, pal, or I might just get nasty.
No. But then muscles aren't my thing.
I'll be watching you, pal.
I bet you will. Do you get nasty often?
One more daft question, and I'll punch you in the mouth.
One more daft question. Are you sure about that?
I'm gonna punch your teeth so far down your throat, you'll be eating your lunch with your arsehole.
You shoulder bastard! Knock him down! Go on, attack! Rather him than me.
All right. You must have caught me at an off day. Now go and get yourself a shandy.
Big fella like you, I bet you could teach me a thing or two about fighting.
Yeah, if you pay.
Stupid bastard, stop messing about.
Are you having a fucking laugh?
What the fuck
Pirate captains, then.
Hey there.
Hey there yourself, Captain.
How's the rum?
Good. Spencer's stuff is the best your money will buy.
You're a sailor?
Helmsman. Big ships, small ships, you name 'em, I've sailed 'em. Any chance you're looking for a helmsman?
Sorry, I've already got one.
Any good, is he?
She does a pretty good job.
Pretty good job. You really know how to flatter a lady.
Woman, bloody hell, I've heard it all now. Wouldn't you rather have a proper helmsman doing the job? I'm a fine helmsman. I wouldn't disappoint you.
I'm sticking with the one I've got, thanks.
You can't blame me for wanting to feel the wind in my face again.
Not without Steelbeard to lead him.
And he was the best of them all.
So, just got back from your first raid. Bet you couldn't wait to get stuck in and lose your plunder, Cherry.
Trust me, I've done more than my fair share of plundering and pirating.
So you say.
I'd like to meet him. He sounds like the kind of man I could learn a lot from.
Yeah, you and every other second-rate pirate out there. Take my captain, now there's a real pirate captain for you. Always first into the action, always first to get his blade blooded, and generous too. Always shares out the loot fair and square.
Pirates are still just pirates.
Sounds like quite a man.
So bloody right he is. You call yourself a pirate captain all you want, but you're no Captain Slane. Can't wait to get back out there on the ocean. Plenty of rich pickings out there, just waiting for us to find them.
Sounds good to me. Was it difficult to get signed up with Slane's crew?
Ha! There's a good story there. I used to be a thief before I was a pirate. Stole this jewel that the captain had his eye on.
So he made you a deal? The jewel in exchange for a place among his crew?
Smart, see? Fighting's not always the best way to get what you want.
Yeah, you really got the best of that deal.
You're telling me?
Got any good loot, your Captain Slane?
Well, I shouldn't be talking about it, mind, but he's only got himself that bloody sacrificial knife thing.
The dagger, you know where it is?
I'm not telling you that. What do you think I am, fucking stupid?
Forget it, he doesn't know anything.
Seems that way.
Nice try, though, mate, nice try.
Have you actually seen this dagger?
What's it matter to you? You're starting to do my head in with these questions. Go and annoy Alvarez. He can tell you about the dagger.
What's Alvarez got to do with the dagger?
Him and the captain struck a deal together. Alvarez gave him a lot of supplies on the promise of getting the dagger in return. Alvarez won't believe that the captain doesn't have it anymore.
And does he?
Course not. He's a man of his word, the captain.
An honest pirate. There's a rare thing. Maybe not a good...
Well, that...
Any chance you could teach me something about stealing?
Giving up on pirating already, are you? No chance. I'm not giving away any tricks of the trade.
Fine, I'll find someone else to show me.
Well, that's...
What do you mean?
Quiet night, is it?
Oh, it will fill up later. Probably.
Probably.
Time was, the Cauldron was a real party place. Customers have been a bit thin on the ground lately. Got to a bit. All them krakens and that have ruined me trade. Come on, Spence, don't get depressed. Snap out of it, son. As long as you don't start talking to yourself, it'll all be fine.
Sorry?
Sorry? Did you say something?
Quite the joker, aren't you?
You like jokes? You want to hear one?
All right, then.
Good. Horse walks into a pub, and the landlord says...
Why the long face?
Cracks me up, that one.
Go on, then.
Why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet? 'Cause they spend months stuck at sea. Here, do you want another one?
Not really, no.
What do you call a pirate with no eye?
A prate. I already heard it. I'm looking for a druid called Eldrick.
Not that mad bastard.
You know him?
He was here, but he's not now. Just as well. I don't want his sort in my tavern. Scaring me regulars banging on about winged demons and haunted temples. I was gonna chuck him out, but he left.
Winged demons?
I know. He's lost his marbles. Can't see anyone else in town letting him in. He'll have gone to ground somewhere inland, I reckon. Try asking one of the lads out there. Maybe they can help you.
What lads?
Try Bill. He works at the North Gate day and night. Maybe he'll have seen your mate Eldrick. Just don't go bringing him here if you find him. He's barred.
Where do you get your rum from?
Promise you won't tell a soul.
I promise.
All right? Up in the hills, about 5 miles away, there's a cave. And in that cave, there's a magic rum fountain.
Look, just fuck off, will you?
All right, keep your wig on. Normally I trade with booze on Tacarigua. There aren't that many ships that sail between the islands anymore. Which is why he still owes me a shipment. Hang about. You've got your own ship, right? Tell you what, bring me over that shipment and I'll give you 1,000 gold.
I'll get you the rum from Tacarigua.
Great. Tell Booze I sent you.
Can you teach me something other than jokes?
Of course. You just say when.
We're all pretty much fucked, I reckon.
Aye. I reckon you're right.
Are you having a fucking laugh?
Pirate camp.
rattle is used by the native shamans as a magic conductor. Only once is a rattle broken during a death cult ritual. Legend has it this rattle could then be heard by the souls of the dead. The rattle is now supposedly owned by the Marakai tribe. I already have the rattle.
It's always exciting when the tides bring a new pirate captain to our shores. It's the fates that brought you here. I can tell. So, tell me, what do you desire most?
You're always so familiar with strangers?
Only the ones who seem the most interesting. If I know what you want, maybe I can help you.
Captain Slane.
Finding him won't be difficult. Dealing with him.
So why's that?
He has a dark soul. He is a dangerous man. But then, so perhaps are you. There is a darkness in you too. But still.
Tell me how to stop Mara.
Mara? You think you are worthy of such a great task?
I seem to have a knack of attracting trouble.
Your aura draws destiny to you. Shall I read it for you?
See anything?
It is difficult. So many things around you in flux. Wait! Yes, I start to see it now. Your destiny. You are a steerer of worlds, determining the fate of countless other lives. This is your fate. And possibly your doom.
Why me? What did I do to deserve this?
But didn't you choose to seek out this life? Given the choice, would you rather be back at home? Or be here, seeking adventure far away from the place you were born?
You have a point.
It was your destiny. You had no choice but follow it.
Can you help me get the ingredients I need for voodoo?
If that is what you want, then yes. Voodoo is a speciality of mine. Or one of them, at least. Its power, so potent, so mysterious.
Do you have many dealings with the natives here?
These days, not so much. But back in the days when I sailed the seas on a pirate ship, I visited many different islands and learned much from the natives there, like the secrets of my potions, all made from their magical recipes.
You know, I've heard enough of this nonsense.
If that's what's easier for you to believe, steerer of worlds, in time you will come to realize the truth. A dangerous thing, the truth, as maybe you'll find out.
When I do, I'll be sure to come back and tell you about it. You've got goods I can look at?
Take a good, close look.
With you, Sean. I call that be still, hero one.
Hey, you. Yes, you.
What is it?
Keep it down, eh? Got something special here. You interested?
Depends what it is.
Rare items, that's what I deal in. The kind of stuff you can't get anywhere else. Some of them extra special, just for the best captains. You name it, I can get it for you, and always at a reasonable price.
What are you skulking around here for?
The things I got, they're not for everyone. Have to be careful who I deal with, see? But you look like the kind of man I can trust. The kind who knows the value of a good deal.
Oh, aye. We got a live one here.
Right, so you're some kind of con man. And you think I'm gonna fall for this crap?
Hear me out, Squire.
Where did you get all this stuff from?
Ah, that's my business. Do I ask you where you got all your gear from?
A lot of it from people I killed. I'm listening.
I've got just the thing for you, Squire. But you pay for it up front, then I tell you what it is.
Do I look that stupid to you?
It'll be worth it, I promise you.
But how can I trust you?
Call it a leap of faith. If I tell you and you don't want it, I'll be screwed if word gets out about the stuff I've got.
You want me to buy something without knowing what it is?
Okay, so I'll tell you. It's a key from the tavern. Belonged to Spencer, the landlord. Get you into any of the rooms they used to rent out to travellers. And look here. A treasure map, too. All kosher. 100% guaranteed genuine.
I'll have the map.
A wise choice, Squire.
I'll have the key.
A pleasure doing business, Squire.
I bet you could teach me some really dirty moves.
Well, maybe.
Let's see what you've got.
But of course, take your time.
Pirate captains, then?
Not without Steelbeard to lead them.
Aye. And he was the best of them all.
Well, that's that then.
Some kind of journal. Let's see. Fortune never favored me with an heir, and I am still undefeated in dueling. So I will hide the legendary secret of my success in my father's grave and go into exile. May it one day be found by a worthy successor. And here he's marked a grave with the name Gibson. I'll make a note of that.
Not without Steelbeard to lead them.
You've got plenty of responsibilities here.
Yeah, but not like you have. Your own ship and crew, it must be brilliant. Being a pirate, getting all them tarts and treasure.
It has its moments. That ship, that's Slane's vessel?
That it is. He's up at the captain's house talking to the admiral.
The captain's house?
Straight down the alleyway and past the tavern. Tallest building in the city, you can't miss it.
Admiral, strange title for a pirate.
I think he awarded it to himself, to be honest. Suits him, though. He pretty much keeps this place going. Up at the captain's house, that's where he is most of the time.
What kind of ship's equipment you got?
You name it, we've got it. Barrels of gunpowder, wood, nails, toolboxes, everything.
That's good to know. Right, first I need powder kegs.
Sorry, mate, no can do. Now's not a good time, you know what I mean?
Are you kidding? First you list your entire stock, and then...
Admiral's orders. No trading allowed as long as Slane's still here. No one's allowed to supply anything that might find its way to Slane.
Come on, just a couple of powder kegs.
Sorry, no can do. Defy the Admiral's orders. No way. I'd do that. Be using me for a saber practice.
You like this kind of work?
Not really, but I don't have the gold to do what I really want to do.
Gold's not hard to come by in a place like this.
Yeah, Antigua is supposed to be full of treasure sites. I find just one of them, and I'll be rolling in it.
I'll take a look and see what I can find.
Seriously? That would be brilliant. I'll return the favour, no worries.
Well, we haven't agreed anything yet.
Oh, come on. You want to get a reputation for breaking the creed.
I just don't like being forced into things, that's all.
Well, if you change your mind, if you find something, just keep me in mind, okay?
Got something for you. There's supposed to be treasure buried in the rocky plateau in the mountains in the north.
Really? What? Brilliant. That's exactly what I needed to know. I better hurry before some other chancer finds it.
What's the deal with my powder kegs?
I'll have them brought to the quayside right away.
Finally.
Hey, you! What do you want here?
To talk to Captain Slane.
Well, he ain't here, is he? You want him? He's at the captain's house, other end of the city. But he's busy, negotiating with the Admiral.
You crew here?
Certainly do, and glad of it. Ship's cook, me. Responsible for keeping them all well fed. Not that I ever get much thanks for it, of course.
Nice ship you got there.
It gets the job done.
Do you mind if I take a look around?
Help yourself.
Thanks. I will.
I'll be glad when Captain Slane puts to sea. First no goods from Tacarigua, and now we can't even go to our own merchants.
Aye, even that old fool Wilson won't break the Admiral's embargo.
You heard about him losing that fancy pistol of his in a bet.
Who's got it now? Henri. He's got it locked up in his storehouse.
Yeah. You heard them stories about Slade?
I need the right key here.
Strange looking type.
Here, what do you want?
To go in?
Not a chance. Orders is orders.
I'm a pirate captain and I demand entry.
Admiral Alvarez and Captain Slane are in a meeting.
Yes, and I should be in there with them.
You should.
Welcome to Antigua, Captain. Hope your voyage here was a safe one.
We had our share of problems.
But nothing a fine captain like yourself couldn't overcome, no? It is true, though. We live in such dangerous times now. Call me Grace. Perhaps you've heard of my father, the famous merchant, Bongard of the Thorn Coast? A pirate? How exciting! It's been some time since we've had one of them here, and now we have the honor of welcoming 2 of you to our city.
So, you enjoy a bit of pirate company, eh?
What's that supposed to mean? If you mean I enjoy the company of refined and well-traveled gentlemen, then yes, I do.
Wait, did I say something wrong here?
Well, if that's as much as an apology as I'll get from a pirate, so be it.
This other pirate, where is he?
With the Admiral. Shouldn't disturb them, though. They seem to be having some kind of argument. Perhaps you'd like to spend some time with me instead.
Seems nice round here.
If by nice you mean foul, then I wholeheartedly agree. If only some rich and dashing sea captain would take me away from all this.
If you don't like it here, you could always leave.
And risk all kinds of dreadful forms of molestation on the high seas? No thanks. You mean when every low rogue in the place isn't making improper advances to me?
What a beauty. Oh, if only I didn't have a mission to finish.
I'm fortunate that the good Admiral guarantees my safety.
So the Admiral is your guide?
No, but we have an understanding. I'm free to come and go as I please.
And to have understandings with other people?
And what's that supposed to mean?
Only that he must indeed be a kind, generous fellow.
Listen, Sunshine. Don't fucking push it or I'll have him string you up by the balls.
Drop the act, sweetheart. We both know you're no lady. Only Bongard of the Thorn Coast I ever heard of was a one-eyed pimp who got stabbed to death for cheating at dice.
Clever little bastard, aren't you? But a pirate? Why do I get the feeling I'm not the only one here pretending to be something they ain't?
The Admiral. What's he like?
Surprisingly civilized for an ex-pirate. A man of honor, even. Such a rarity. He founded this place and appointed himself as protector. To him, the creed is the most important thing he follows. You should remember that.
How well do you know Captain Slane?
Ah, Captain Slane. Such a fine gentleman. He really knows how to treat a lady with the respect she deserves. He can steer a course towards my harbor anytime he wants.
How's business?
Terrible. Slim pickings all round. Other than Captain Slane, you're the only half-decent prospect to arrive in ages. And no offense, dear, but you're not exactly a prize catch. Still, if you're looking for the company of a lady...
Sorry. Having a few cash flow problems at the moment.
Oh well, you know where I am if your fortunes pick up.
Well, I'm sure you'll find someone soon.
Here. It's a major accomplishment to find someone with the brains to wipe their arse without instructions.
You don't think much of the local men, do you?
This lot, most of them don't have 2 brass pennies to rub together. That loser Bill the gate guard is always chasing after me. But does he ever have any money? Of course not. Or there's the Smith, Wilson, another one of my fine suitors. I might even be interested, if he wasn't drowning in debt.
I see. Have a lot of gentlemen friends, do you?
What kind of question is that to ask a lady?
The kind that tells you how much of a lady they really are.
Ah, you really are a bold young man, aren't you?
That's enough, Slain. We had a deal. I kept my part of our bargain, now it's your turn.
You'll get your tribute in time. Right now, though, all I can give you is the booty from my last raid.
A deal's a deal, Slain. You won't squirm your way out of things this time. If your honor's worth anything to you, you'll settle your debt once and for all.
Honor. You're always droning on about that. It really is getting quite boring, you know. I don't have the sacrificial knife here, and shouting at me won't change that.
Think I can't tell when you're lying? What if I have my men search your ship? How long before they found the thing hidden away somewhere on board?
Careful, old man. Don't pick a fight you can't win.
You're threatening me in the city I built? I control everything here, as you're now finding out. Think about that, while your ship's planks grow moss, and whatever water you've got left aboard her turns foul and undrinkable.
Old fool, can't you see we're all running out of time?
The trade embargo will remain, Slain, until you hand over the sacrificial knife. That is my final word. I saw you, villain.
The militia had sentenced me to death by hanging, so there I was, standing on the gallows, rope around my neck, and waiting for my final drop, when my old mate Greg showed and shot through the rope just in time. I still keep the rope in the storehouse as a souvenir of my escape. I already have the rope. The 8 rules of the pirate's creed. 1. On his own ship, a captain's word is law. 2. He who finds it can keep it. 3. Never shy away from a good fight. 4. The means justifies the ends. 5. A deal is a deal. 6. Don't start a war in your own harbor. 7. Both parties have to agree to a duel in their own harbor. 8. Whoever breaks the creed must suffer death or dishonor.
So, here's the latest scrote to roll his scabrous sack into town.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
I bade you welcome, my boy. Settled in nicely, have you?
Just about.
Good, good. We'll discuss your promotion soon enough. It's rather empty here in the captain's house now that Steelbeard is food for the fish.
You know that Steelbeard's dead?
Yes, a terrible loss. But he died with his boots on, as they say. When you stepped into those boots, boy, you took on more than you bargained for. So, let us celebrate your promotion, Captain.
I'm honored.
Indeed you are, my boy. You have become one of the last pirate captains of the southern seas. You bear a great responsibility. So, join with me, and let us initiate you in the traditional way.
I don't want to make a song and dance about it.
You don't? I suppose times have changed, alas.
I heard about your dispute with Slain.
Yes, Slain is, not to mince words, something of a bastard. Someday he'll learn, even if I have to keep him mouldering here for years.
What's your beef with him exactly?
Sometimes it takes more than an army to fight evil, especially if you don't know where the evil lurks.
You mean the sacrificial knife, right?
Slain has no idea of the power he holds in his grasp. The knife is a terrible weapon, especially in the wrong hands. But it'll take a lot to make him see the light, assuming it's not too late already.
Did you know Steelbeard well?
You can say that again. Back in the day, we'd seize the king's ships together. To celebrate each haul, we'd go whoring in every port on the southern seas. But there is more to the buccaneering life than booty of whichever type. There is the creed. Steelbeard never forgot the creed.
You do love your pirate traditions.
There's nothing like the creed. A captain who dishonors the creed is lost.
What is this creed of yours?
I knew you for an ignorant scrote the moment I clapped eyes on you. You have no idea what I'm talking about. The rules of the creed are what make us, boy. They keep us, but bind us, make us more than mere thieves. Embrace them if you want to be a Steelbeard, and not another slave.
You sound like a commandant of the Inquisition.
Perhaps, soldier boy. Any cold-blooded bastard can fall in with a bunch of killers, but to lead those killers and gain their respect, that takes a special kind of bastard. The Black Book of the Creed lies on my desk in the council chamber. Read it, if you're not illiterate.
I will.
Good. You can't afford not to.
I want to fight Mara.
That does you credit. But what I'd really like to know is how you propose to fight her.
I don't know yet.
Then you've come to the right place.
So what do you suggest?
You must finish what we other captains began. It has fallen to you to correct our mistakes.
What was it you did?
I sent Steelbeard and his fleet to steal the treasure of the Water Temple. Steelbeard and the 3 other captains under his command took the 4 Titan artifacts from the temple, but in the process they woke a monster and damned themselves forevermore.
Water Temple?
A lonely old stronghold in the sea, a terrible, dangerous place, as we soon discovered.
And that's where Steelbeard got this curse of his. The curse he passed on to me.
Yes. You will bear the curse as long as Mara lives. You and the other captains, too. Each of you is cursed in a different way. Each of you may yet share Steelbeard's fate.
Where is this Water Temple?
That I do not know, my boy. Steelbeard alone knew where to find it. That is one of the reasons I made him Captain of Captains.
I see.
Do you?
How did you come up with the idea of plundering the temple?
Steelbeard heard about it on one of his raids. A native told him. Under the thumbscrews, I think.
Shame your native didn't go on to tell him what might happen there.
That's the trouble with thumbscrews. Once the thumbs break off, there's nowhere to go.
What else do you know about the captain's curse?
Mara sent her creatures to exact her revenge on the temple's violators. The sunken ones who rose from the depths of the sea, the depths of hell. Crow and Garcia surrendered to her, became subject to her will.
Well, that's just dandy.
Yes, Mara's power is something to fear. But Mara has already turned 2 captains to her side. And as Steelbeard's heir, she'll be after you, too.
And I thought I had problems.
Don't underestimate her, my boy.
What do you know about Steelbeard's artifact?
The Amulet of the Earth. A little.
Do you know where I might find it?
Are you serious?
Well, if you don't want me to find it, maybe I'll go and box badgers or something instead.
I ask because this is no laughing matter. All I know is Steelbeard hid the amulet somewhere the other captains would never think to look. Before you say it, Scroat, no, not up the cabin boy's bumhole or whatever it is you're thinking. He hid it in Garcia's treasure hoard. I don't know how. Less still where exactly Garcia's treasure is buried.
Let me go on the hunt with Slane.
You and Slane, you arrogant ballsack. There's not a brain cell between you. You'll find nothing but death.
I don't mind staying behind, as surety.
No. So long as Slane refuses to fulfill his part of the deal, his ship stays in my harbor.
What if the dagger really isn't here?
Silence, Scroat! Do you take me for an idiot? Of course he has that dagger, and he will bring it.
And what do you propose I do until then?
I'm sure there are other things that need taking care of. Or perhaps you think you're able to take on Mara regardless.
Well...
do as you please. Slane had better stick to the deal, that's all.
Garcia is dead.
Dead? But where is his artifact?
Once a pirate, always a pirate.
I took it from him.
Well, that's a relief. To be honest, I thought Garcia beyond you. You have done well, Captain. Carry on, Captain. We need all the artifacts before Mara lays waste to everything.
Once we have all 4 artifacts, what then?
We use them against Mara, of course. Simple-minded Scroat.
We have to find Mara first.
No, we have to find the artifacts first. Mara can wait.
Easy for you to say. You haven't got a curse hanging over your sorry ass.
Trust me, my boy. We will find a way.
We better had, or I might be handing out a few curses of my own.
Good luck, Captain. Safe journey.
Well now, if it isn't the new captain. Looking a little green around the gills there, sport.
You were expecting me?
I saw your boat. Not a bad tub, I have to say. Can it be true that Steelbeard let you join his crew?
It's true. In fact, he gave me command of his vessel, just before he died.
Impossible!
I know, but it's true.
Well, that's bad news. If Mara was too strong even for Steelbeard, things are worse than I thought.
No one's invincible.
That bitch Mara, she'll pick us off one by one. She'll wait and then strike when she's ready.
You're a hard man to find.
You were looking for me then?
Steelbeard used his dying breath to send me in your direction.
Ah, the old dog was always full of surprises. I'm honored. Smart of you to look for me here, in Antigua. Although I have to say, you got lucky. I'd have been back on the high seas before long.
But Alvarez won't let you leave.
Eavesdropping, were you? Bad show, sport.
I could hardly miss it. I'm here to talk about an artifact, the sacrificial knife.
My artifact, you mean? All right, let's talk. But not here. Better we speak aboard my vessel. Follow me. The walls have ears, if you get my meaning.
You mean Alvarez has spies?
Not so loud. Come on.
What is it with you and Alvarez?
The Admiral is mightily annoyed with yours truly. We had a deal, which I reneged upon, thereby breaking the creed. Now Alvarez thinks it is within his right to take the knife from me.
Why does he want the knife?
Why wouldn't he want it, more like? It has power and he wants it.
Where is it?
Somewhere safe.
How safe?
Very safe. Trust me. Come, we can speak some more at the quayside.
The sacrificial knife, where is it?
Hidden on an island, not too far away. So you see, I couldn't give it to Alvarez even if I wanted to.
We have to destroy Mara.
Easier said than done, Sport. Don't forget what happened to poor old Steelbeard. Without the knife, we don't stand a chance against her.
I'm not giving up until she's dead.
You can talk the talk, Sport, but what have you actually done?
I killed Crow and took his artifact.
Really? My apologies, Sport. Perhaps I underestimated you. This changes everything. Why didn't you say something sooner?
You didn't ask.
Well, my congratulations.
Mara's afraid of the artifacts. With them, we might stand a better chance.
I have to admit, it's tempting. You must be madder than fleas on a rabid dog. But I like your style. Count me in, Sport.
I like this guy.
Good to have you on board.
There's still one problem that needs fixing first.
Alvarez.
Yes. Without supplies, my ship can't move from the harbor.
What's your deal with Alvarez?
It's not much of a story. Alvarez fitted out my ship. In return, he wanted the knife. He knows I buried it, but he doesn't know where. So he won't let me sail. Not till I hand it over.
Can't we talk to Alvarez?
I've already told him I don't have the knife, but will he listen? Of course not. He's as stubborn as a mule with stone hooves. No, forget Alvarez. It's the city tradesmen we have to work on. Get them to break the embargo and sell us supplies. Do you think you can persuade them?
Why can't you do it?
Every trader in town knows I broke with the Creed. None of them will sell me so much as a rusty nail. You, on the other hand, you supply my vessel. I'll take us to the island where I buried the knife. Do we have a deal, Sport?
I'll get the stuff you need.
Excellent. I'll be on my ship, waiting. Come and find me when you've got it.
What do you need, exactly?
A new cannon and powder kegs with it. Lost a portside cannon in a skirmish not so long.
What else?
Well, we won't get far without drinking water and a few barrels of fresh fish. Oh yes, and a new helmsman.
What happened to the last one?
Jones, insubordinate type, got on my nerves too much. So he took a little trip over the side. A mite unfortunate, and leaving me in need of a replacement.
Still, it's not like we'll have any spare time once we've sailed.
Not aboard any ship of mine, Sport. Hard discipline and harder work is how you stay in command. Take my former helmsman Jones, for example. He started contradicting my orders, so over the side he went.
Is that everything?
Everything I can't risk going to sea without.
All right, I'm on it. One more thing.
Fire away, Sport.
Do you need the supplies loaded onto your ship?
No, the quayside will do fine. My crew can take it from there.
Okay. The powder kegs are being delivered.
I need 3 big ones at least.
Yep, Rick's bringing them over.
Excellent.
Here's something. The harbour master told his story to everyone who passed by, about how a gnome had stolen his flask while he slept. As he was the only one who saw the gnome, however, he was laughed at by all. So, gnomes.
You are bang out of order, my friend.
That looks like a lot of work.
That it is, lad. Is it something important you're after? Only if it isn't, piss off out of it. I'm busy.
Can I use that forge? Nice cannons you've got here.
Aye, and hands off. I'm selling nothing. Not till the trade embargo's lifted.
Then I'll have to take my custom elsewhere.
Don't come all hoity-toity with me! Who the fuck else sells cannons in Antigua? You're the new captain, ain't you?
Wow, I must have really made an impression.
Yeah, your name's on everyone's lips, lad.
I am? What do they say?
You won't last 2 minutes. That's what everyone thinks.
Because I'm too young to be a captain?
No, because you're a jumped-up little no-mark who gets up people's noses. No offence.
Can I use that forge? What do I have to do to make you sell me something?
I'm selling nothing. If you really want to do something about it, get Alvarez and Slane to kiss and make up, so the embargo gets lifted. We could all be doing something more useful than waiting for those two to sort out their differences.
So what do you think I should do about it?
You're the captain. You think of something.
I've had enough of this. All I want is a sodding cannon.
I couldn't give a picnic's wink or what you want, lad. And breaking the embargo, and that's that.
I suppose he's not a man you want to cross, the Admiral.
Back in the day, he was the finest captain of them all.
He was?
Yeah, and it wasn't just his friends said that. His enemies, too. Not many captains can say that. You'd be well advised to treat him with respect.
How well do you know him?
Well enough not to get in his way. He might be getting on a bit, but I wouldn't underestimate him. Ah, but that's enough friggin' chit-chat. I ain't starting a fight with the Admiral over nobody like you, lad.
We must be able to work something out.
Like I told you, lad, I'm busy. Now piss off and let me work in peace.
Don't you dare turn your back on me. I'm not leaving until you've sold me those cannons.
There's nothing you can give me that I might want. Don't bother coming back. Not unless you think of something to make it worth my while.
What do you make of Captain Slane?
Slane? Sure, he's a bastard to his enemies, lad. But he's always paid his bills on time.
Fair enough. Little bird tells me you've got a soft spot for Grace.
What? Who said so?
Is it true?
Since you ask, I'm not without affection for the lady in question.
That plus you want to jump her bones, right? What if I could fix you up with Grace?
Me? With Grace? Fat chance. Why? Do you think you really could?
Trust me, I've got a way with ladies.
Maybe you do, maybe you don't, lad. But all she sees in me is a fat old labourer with lice in my beard. So good luck with that.
We'll see.
Fine. If you think you can talk her into it, well, I won't be nobody's fool, lad.
Bonjour, mon capitaine. How may I serve you? Ah, you are a connoisseur. Please, take a closer look. Such craftsmanship, such precision. You like? Oui?
You made all these yourself?
I am the finest gunsmith in all the southern seas, if I humbly say so myself. If Monsieur is interested, I can teach him something of my craft. For a modest fee, naturally.
Get many customers here these days?
Alas, not since the trade ban was imposed. The Capitan's slain ship has been the first to put into port here in a long time. And who else here has money for such fine firearms as these?
Captain Slane, has he been here?
That Philistine. I show him my works of art, but does he appreciate them? But perhaps he has other troubles occupying his mind, no?
Captain Slane, what's he so worried about?
He runs low on supplies for his ship. He cannot leave port, not until Alvarez lifts the trade ban.
I'm guessing the trade ban can't be good for business.
They tell me I cannot sell my work, but a man must eat, no?
What about Captain Slane?
I have nothing that could help you there, mon ami. You have business with him? I just want to sell my work, despite Admiral Alvarez and his embargo.
What if Alvarez finds out you're breaking the embargo?
For that to happen, someone would have to inform on me. And trust me, I know how to deal with informers and spies.
Can we just get down to business now?
Mais bien sûr, Capitaine.
What did I tell you? Riffraff, the whole island of them.
Indeed.
You have pistols for sale?
I have works of art for sale. Let me show you.
I've always been interested in gun making.
Ah, then you've come to the right place.
I'm in the market for something a little special. Real firepower, that's what I'm looking for.
Then you've come to the right place, mon capitaine. This is the finest gun shop in all the southern seas.
I'm looking for something a little out of the ordinary.
Ah, a connoisseur. I may have just the thing for you. This is a particularly fine piece. It was surely fate that brought it into my hands.
Fate?
It used to belong to that oaf of a blacksmith, Wilson, until I won it from him in a game of cards. You see, fate.
But you're still willing to sell it to someone else?
Oui, of course. I might be persuaded to part with it for the right offer. Just as long you understand that it doesn't end up back in Wilson's filthy paws. It would be a crime to see such an elegant weapon return to that stupid barbarian.
Wilson's pistol. How much do you want for it?
Perhaps it isn't the right item for someone like you.
You think I'll just take it back to Wilson, is that it?
Is that something you'd be likely to do?
And would it be so terrible if I did?
In that case, it will cost you more than just gold. I need proof that you are the man of honor you say. Only such a man can own a work of art such as this.
You need me to prove my honor? How?
Perhaps with a little marksmanship contest on my practice range. If you can outshoot me, the pistol is yours.
A shooting contest? You're on.
Magnifique. Let me know when you are ready.
All right, let's do it.
With pleasure, mon capitaine. Follow me.
For a captain, aye.
Bien. We are here. You are ready to begin?
I'm ready.
Ah, bon. Then listen closely. To win, you must make 8 successful hits. Comprendre? Attention et commence. Incroyable.
Impressed yet?
My apologies. You are truly a marksman. Such accuracy, such artistry. I salute you, mon capitaine.
So, Wilson's pistol.
Of course. You doubt my honor? It is a fine piece, but you have earned the right to buy it. Of course, the price is not so cheap, but that will not be a problem, I hope.
It's pricey. I'll have to think about it.
As you wish.
How about I just shoot and you stop speaking gibberish?
Oui, oui, c'est bon.